Welcome back to yet another episode of Erin is the Whatever. I'm your co-host,
Whatever.
Douglas.
Whatever.
Joining me by contractual obligation is this one.
Hi. It's me, Erin. But yeah, no, Jack, you're whatever. Just whatever.
You're like so whatever.
You're like so whatever.
Erin.
Yes?
This is our 12th episode, aka the Dirty Dozen.
The Dirty Dozen.
This is not an Erin's dozen. This is
just
not
an Erin's dozen.
It's just a dozen.
It's just a dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Stop. I hate speech jammers so much. It's I feel like I read somewhere that the U.S. Army is using like speech jamming devices.
What?
Just to to fuck people up.
No way. I don't believe that. What is that on your like Twitter newsfeed? That's like the equivalent.
Yeah, probably.
That's like the equivalent of anybody being like, oh, I saw it on Facebook. Like, that's not real. It's not.
It's true.
It's not a legitimate news source.
It's not. It's absolutely not. And honestly, that's a fair comparison to make. But anywho, the Army uses sound guns, and this is our dozenth episode of Erin.
Jack, are you happy to be here on the dozenth day of the dozenth year of our dozenth God?
I am honestly shocked that we made it to a dozen.
I will never not be offended by your surprise that we made it anywhere like at all.
Well, I'll tell you why. I never saw myself as a podcast guy like a few years ago.
You're
and
still
now
not a
look at
podcast
me.
guy.
Excuse you, I'm the podcast guy. According to
what's
some.
the show called again? I'm sorry.
I don't remember. Unimportant.
You're my co-host. I'm the host. You're the co-host. It's like I'm the president. You're the vice president.
No, we're both vice presidents. We're both co-hosts.
You can't run a country with two vice presidents and no president. I am the president. You are the vice president.
We should set a precedent to
not
have
funny
for
not
a country
funny.
to have two vice presidents.
Why?
Because I think it's beautiful.
No.
Think of the symbolism.
No, we need leadership. And thus, I am the president and you are. I am the Mary. You are the Rhoda. I don't know what that. No, that's from Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. But yes.
They're kind of co-presidents of their own little world.
Well, no, that was what the whole argument was about. I'm the Mary. You're the Rhoda. Because Rhoda was like the sidekick.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's like what's the new meme that the kids are saying? I'm the main character or something. What? You don't know this?
Hold on, I have to think about this because your description of memes is just generally terrible. So I'm trying to figure out what you're specifically.
It's not like a meme. It's like what the lingo.
The main character.
You don't know main.
And I know main character, but I don't know if it's like a.
It's a lingo.
Okay.
It's the lingo. That's what everybody's saying these days.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Yeah, they're all saying that they act like the main character.
Okay, I think I have heard that.
How many hours do you this is guys, this here is proof that Twitter is just echo chambers. Jack Film's social media usage is 99% Twitter, which is 99% of his day. The fact that he has not come across the lingo main character yet proves that he is just surrounded by people that think the same, talk the same, and don't use the language that is main character.
Twitter puts worms in your brain. That's really what it does.
You're telling me that?
Yeah.
You are the one that's addicted to it.
I'm telling anyone that'll listen that.
You will literally go out of your way to, even after deleting the app on your phone, you will open it up on a browser tab on your phone just to check it. I don't know why. Like, I don't understand the fascination. I usually spend about 3 minutes going through like the feed, and then I go through mentions, and then I'm done with Twitter. I've run out of Twitter.
Well, honey, you can never run out of Twitter. Everyone always has something to say about everything.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
That is true. It's often, I don't know. I feel like I burn out after.
Detrimental to your health and well-being. Yes, it is often that.
I like to read my mentions so that I can engage with people because I like talking to people, making new friends.
You're quite good at that.
And I read the feed. You know what I don't like about the Twitter feed?
What's that?
Is that it shows like random replies and it makes me want to reply less to people because I think that like more and more people will like not want to engage with me because then they're going to just all they're going to see is me replying like I don't know.
Sure. Right.
It's
And then it
just-
takes up their feeds, right?
Yeah, I wish it like hid the replies almost on
Right.
the main feed because it's like, well, I don't care if somebody like said yes or whatever. Like,
Right.
that's true.
Like a one or two word reply versus a heartfelt
exactly
3-paragraph essay,
thoughtful message
on the errors of
that they've carefully crafted and held very near and dear to their heart in their drafts for the last 8 months.
Right.
You know,
yeah, the deep ones.
they need to tweet it out when they've perfected it like a chef's kiss, and when it's finally ready to be fully baked, they send that out into the ethos.
See, that's the problem with Twitter, though. Every person that posts a terrible hot take on Twitter, they think it's their chef's kiss. They think like, I've perfected my opinion for the masses to digest.
What's wrong with that? That's why it sat in their drafts for 8 months.
Well, when the take's terrible.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, is
Oh,
it
boy.
not? I mean, you like Dave Matthews, so we can all have bad takes sometimes.
I don't see the correlation. Honey, you'll have to forgive me. I'm feeling rather loopy.
Oh, are you?
Can I tell you why?
Yes, tell me why.
It's because of this goddamn wine of the week. It's got me all loopy.
Why has it gotten you loopy? That's not good.
Let me tell you all about it.
How much have you drank?
Apparently too much. But then again, you can't have too much of this week's wine of the week, a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand called Orchard Lane. It's from the year 2020.
Great year.
Great year.
So many revolutionary things happened in 2020.
And honestly, when I first took a sip of this, I told you off the air that it tasted like apple juice.
Okay,
And I stand by that.
you're supposed to do a reveal.
Whoops. Well, that's the reveal. Here's the reveal. Okay,
Oh
ready?
my gosh. Okay, hold on.
For the first time, I'm tasting this wine. I swear, it tastes like apple juice. It's the nuttiest thing.
Is it taste nutty though, Jack? You can't use flavor terms when describing it if you don't mean the flavor.
I rescind my statement about the nuts. It's the wildest thing.
This is, okay, according to the app Vivino,
Right?
this is actually the highest rated wine from users that we have enjoyed on this show. It is a
Damn.
4.0 out of 5.
No kidding.
Yep. Jack, did you describe where it was from?
I didn't describe where it was from, but I said that it's a wine from New Zealand. And I wanted to ask you, honey, would you being the big fan of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit books and films and all media, would you ever visit New Zealand? Would you ever have an interest in going to New Zealand?
Would you ever have an interest in going to New Zealand?
Yes.
Why?
I want to see the Shire. I genuinely would love to see, I don't know. It just looks beautiful. I would spend a vacation.
What do you know
there.
about New Zealand?
That it's beautiful.
What else do you know?
Very little. Nothing. I know nothing about New Zealand. I know
Do you know where it is on a map?
Yes, I know. I can find it on the map.
Where is it on a map?
It's
Like,
the little-
just try to describe it. Try
New
to
Zealand,
describe it.
it's the little island next to Africa. It's that little yeah. I just want to see your face.
Guys, oh my God, I was fucking terrified for a second there. I was like,
I am a little disappointed that you had so little faith in me.
Okay, Jack, where is New Zealand?
Oh my God, I think it's a pair of islands next to Australia. It's like technically like two, like if you had to draw it, it looks like two little things that are barely not connected. They look like an upside down L. They look like the Waluigi symbol.
Is it north or south of Australia?
Neither. It's east.
Well, okay, so if
Southeast.
Is it southeast?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what the climate is like in New Zealand?
It couldn't be better.
Is
The
it
climate
tropical?
is not to be topped.
Is it tropical?
It's perfect. You know what? No, it's not tropical because it's not that type of place.
What kind of place is it?
It has millions of acres of forest.
Oh, okay. So we got that too, by the
Yeah.
way. We have that in the United States.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that tropical.
But you also wouldn't call New Zealand tropical, you just said.
Right.
So what is this about millions of...
I'm saying it's not tropical.
Okay, but they're but it has...
Stop gaslighting me. Fuck.
But it has forests. But so tell me about these New Zealand forests.
Well, that about does it for our show. Thanks so much, you guys.
Can you tell me about these New Zealand forests?
They're plentiful. They're very green and lush. Sometimes little hobbitses peek out their little hobbit heads.
Mm-hmm. I think you're thinking of Iceland, with the elves,
N-
the gnomes.
I did not say gnomes or elves. I said hobbitses. God, it's like she's not even listening.
Okay.
Anywho,
So the gnomes live in the forests.
there are no gnomes.
Wait, oh, I'm sorry. What are they called?
Hobbitses.
Hobbits.
Jesus.
Okay, so they live in the forests of New Zealand. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. Do they live in the trees?
No, they live in very roomy and rustic and charming, cozy hobbit holes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Like a squirrel and an owl.
Very, very similar to a squirrel.
Okay. That's so nice for
And their
them.
doors are all circular. It's a beautiful thing.
I love that for them.
Yeah, right? Me too. That's why I want to go.
So you want to go?
I want to go.
What do you want to do while we're there?
I want to bang down the door of a hobbit hole.
Are there any animals that are like
Native to New
native
Zealand?
to
I
New
couldn't tell
Zealand?
you.
Oh, I thought you were an expert.
Besides hobbits, I couldn't tell you.
Jack,
Hmm.
they're not animals.
I knew you were gonna say that as soon as I fucking knew it. I let you do it. No, honestly, I'm curious about everything about New Zealand. The culture, the nightlife, the day life,
The nightlife.
all of
You
the life.
want to go clubbing?
I want to
New
go
Zealand?
clubbing in New Zealand.
Okay.
They've been clubbing since like March of 2020. You know what? That's not true. They locked down,
They locked down hard.
but like they were able. I
They
think
were
what I'm
the
trying to
only
say.
country that like it was able to like figure
Yeah.
it out. But then I think they just went back into lockdown.
I think so
recently
too. No, I think
because
that's
there
true.
were like 3 cases or something.
But that's
Which-
like what a response.
I know, but like
I kind of love
what's
that.
interesting is that how did the 3 cases get in? This is what I don't understand.
I don't know, but they're going to
sometimes.
take care, like more so efficiently than many other countries and territories. They'll probably take care of it.
Yeah, they will. What's interesting too is that Australia, there was a really long time that Australia was like widely open and they only had like a handful of cases as well.
Yeah.
But then that turned out to not be the case, but they still always had cases,
hmm
but it just wasn't widespread. And I guess I'm a little bit like,
How can that be?
yeah, how did that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not smart.
they have that whole outback thing in the middle, and that's not a lot of people reside there.
Yeah. Would you go back to Australia?
Absolutely,
You would.
Australia was loads of fun.
Cool.
So how does this wine taste to you?
Yeah. Okay. So
Wait.
I've been messing with you, Jack. Okay. So this wine is from New Zealand. I will say I am not crazy about Sauv Blanc. Oh, actually, that's something else. People have been tweeting at me and telling
Yeah.
me like every time you guys say Sauv Blanc, it drives us nuts. We French people, it drives us crazy.
Oh,
It's Sauv Blanc. The C is silent.
Sauvignon
Sauvignon Blanc. I guess.
Blanc.
So
You don't say Sauvignon Blanc?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
So, Sauv Blanc, I'm not really like a fan of. But
See?
I gotta tell you, this wine is actually quite tasty.
Would you have another bottle of this?
I would have another bottle of this.
I'm rather enamored by this wine. I'm very relieved. What notes do you taste, oh dear taster?
It's definitely not as tart as Sauv Blanc usually go.
Would you say it's on the sweeter side? Because I sure would.
No, it's not sweet,
It's very sweet.
but it's not tart. It doesn't leave my cheeks pinched, me thinking like I just ate a warhead.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Notes. I'm not sure. There's a lemony zest to it.
No, I don't get any lemon.
I would say some grapefruit,
Mm-mm.
cherry, and
Apple?
yeah, there may be some apple
It's
and like
filled
honey.
with apple.
Also, very tasty. Okay, so we paid $16.99 for this bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Average price of this bottle was $14.38.
We got ripped off.
We were supporting a small business, okay?
We got ripped off.
And it is 13% alcohol, which, as you know, does not fall into the Four Loko category.
Right. I think that's a
So we're
solid
good.
percentage for a wine. 13.
I agree.
It's not too low, and it's certainly not too high.
I agree. So anyway, on a scale from 1 to 10
Yes.
on the Erin scale, I
Yes.
would actually give this wine a solid 7.5 out of 10. I like it quite much. It is a very solid, very good Tuesday night, Wednesday night,
There you
whatever
go. That's the
night
real
wine.
ranking.
Yes.
Yeah, that's high praise from you. A 7.5 out of 10. Because you're picky. You're picky when it comes
I'm a
to the
little
wines.
picky. I am
This is an 8.5 for
fully
me.
conscious of my biases with wine. I lean hard
Yeah.
on the Chardonnay scale, guys. I'm just like,
That's where you reside.
I reside in the Chardonnay. So to kind of break me out of that and for me to like other wines, I'd give it 2 thumbs up.
Look at that.
2 toes up, if you will.
Even the toes?
Even the toes.
My God. Listeners,
You're
this is a rarity.
disgusting. That's a hygienic problem.
It is. Put those toes down. Yuck.
Are you feeling okay?
It's this goddamn New Zealand
It's not even
Sauvignon
that
Blanc.
strong. Do you need some crackers or something?
Yes, because I'm 8.
Kind of.
30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair. If you're among them, know you're not alone and that there's a solution you can trust to deliver results. Thousands of women have taken back control of their hair with Nutrafol. Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting the 5 root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, environment, nutrition, and metabolism. More than 1,500 top doctors recommend Nutrafol as an effective and high-quality solution for healthier hair. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after 6 months. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code Erin to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere and is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time, plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code Erin. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Is there something interfering with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? Do you feel overwhelmed to do a million things all at once like I often do and struggle with every day? BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help, it is professional counseling done securely online. I can't stress how helpful therapy has been for the both of us. It is a valuable and powerful tool that only gets stronger the more you practice it. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. Visit betterhelp.com/Erin. That's better, H-E-L-P, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Special offer for Erin is the Funny One listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Erin.
All right, guys, we are back. And as promised from last week, we are back with with scenes 2 and 3.
Yes.
From A Very Girl Boss Christmas. Now, stay tuned till the end because we actually have a very exciting announcement.
That's right.
From the creator of A Very Girl Boss Christmas.
You don't want to miss this.
Tyler B. Last time on A Very Girl Boss Christmas. All right, so where do we leave off? Jack Film is a very important, prestigious wine taster person who can do no wrong and tastes with his fingers, and he has no competition whatsoever. He also suffers from face blindness because he can't even recognize when his family is in the crowd cheering him on. Ugh.
Scene 2. Interior. Restaurant. Back room. Agent. You doing okay? Mr. Films. Of course. Takes more than a couple of reporters to shake me up. Agent. Good. We need you ready for this Christmas wine tasting event. Once you've earned their trust as a wine connoisseur, we can launch our own brand of cheap wines and drive these local brands out of business. Mr. Films. I know the plan. Agent. Then you'll know that it all... I just love that he agreed, like, I know the plan. Agent, then you'll know that it all hinges on you winning this Christmas competition. Mr. Films, you don't need to worry. I'm a natural at this. No man could possibly stand in my way.
Where is this going?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Scene 3, interior, exterior, bus, daytime. Ernie, a businessy businesswoman in her early 30s, rides a bus. She talks on the phone with her friend Karen. Ernie, it's so exciting to be going back home for the holidays. Interior Business Inc. Same time.
Oh, I love it. It switches back to like it shows the
Oh my
scene
God.
change.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
this. Oh my gosh, I love this so much.
Tyler has watched their fair share.
Can I do the Karen voice?
Yeah, I think you should.
By the way, Karen is spelled Erin with a K.
Yes, that needs to be addressed.
I know. Do you think you'll be able to handle it?
Ernie, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're the girl boss from the big city. Won't you feel cooped up in such a small town?
I'll have you know that I happen to like my hometown.
What are you even going to do?
Maybe I'll catch the Christmas wine tasting competition. Apparently, it's world famous.
Well, when you come back, make sure to bring me a bottle. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Our boss is going to announce the next woman CEO in a couple of weeks, and I want to do my best to impress her.
Well, good luck with that. The phone conversation ends, and piano rendition of Jingle My Bells plays as the opening credits appear on screen. As Ernie's bus reaches her stop, the camera pans out, and we finally see what Ernie is wearing. A giant inflatable T-Rex costume. She pulls the T-Rex face over her head and zips it up as she stands up to leave. As a T-Rex, she exits the bus and walks down the street.
Can we just imagine like the little arms like...
Of course. It's not an inflatable T-Rex costume without the little useless arms. End scene.
And the little useless arms like hold my girl boss briefcase.
Of course, obviously.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, Ernie's
yeah,
girl boss briefcase.
Where is this plot going? I can't tell at all. Tyler, consider us hooked.
Tyler B, we are in. And that brings us to the very exciting announcement that Tyler B has actually started a Kickstarter for the full-length script of A Very Girl Boss Christmas.
Yo!
I don't know about you guys, but I am going to be contributing to said Kickstarter.
As I will.
And guys, we have got to get this turned into an actual movie. Do you think Hallmark would play it? It'd be hilarious. It's like that time. Wait, it was Lifetime. Lifetime
Yeah,
hired
I know where you're going with it.
Will Ferrell and
Kristen Wiig.
And they kind of made fun of their own movies.
They played it straight, but like they knew what they were doing.
They knew exactly what they were doing. And we need to make A Very Girl Boss Christmas so that we can... Oh, Lifetime is going to eat this up.
Who's going to play us?
Oh my God, can we choose?
I hope it's just like way hotter versions of ourselves.
What if it's like, no, you'll get the guy from The Matrix, even though he's like much older now?
Oh my God. Oh, and tell him what's happening.
So Klondike just shoved her snout under the door with her paw. It was the cutest thing. And it was also very unexpected because she has been kind of attentive to the door all night, the front door. So that was the cutest thing.
Sorry, surprise visit from the only good dog in our house.
Oh.
So, Tyler C?
Tyler B.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Tyler C's from The Bachelorette.
I know, that's
Jack
why I had to ask. I can't remember. So, Tyler
Stop
B.
thinking about him.
I can't not
He's
think
a
about
hot,
him.
sexy man, but I need you to stop thinking about
But he's
him.
the full package, too.
I know
He's just so funny.
I know he is. He's really adorable. And he had like cute little adorable dance moves and stuff.
Right.
But
So
anyway,
Tyler B's Kickstarter.
Tyler B's Kickstarter. What you can do,
Yes.
and it's currently being reviewed by Kickstarter, but by the time that this podcast is live, it should be up. All you need to do is go to Kickstarter and search for A Very Girl Boss Christmas, and it should show up.
As of right now, there is nothing else like it. I think it has the sole ownership and uniqueness of being related to Girl Boss Christmas. I think if you even just search for Girl Boss Christmas on Kickstarter.com, you should find it.
I am personally very excited for the cinematic conclusion of what occurs in A Very Girl Boss Christmas.
Like, this is what you do with the script, right? Like, you tease people with the first couple of scenes. It's like what Goosebumps did at the end of all of their books. They gave you like the first 3 chapters of their next Goosebumps book.
I remember. Oh my God. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Callback.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Well, this is that. We've read the first 3 scenes of A Very Girl Boss Christmas, and gosh darn it, we're hooked. I want to see this movie.
I'm in. Let's go. If we need to make it so that this is like, you know how when they did the Ratatouille musical on TikTok?
I sure do.
And then remember the Bridgerton musical on TikTok?
I do.
Well, what we could do is instead of making this a musical, we could just make it just a bunch of TikToks as well. If we
that's an interesting route to go.
If Lifetime, doesn't take us up, it's like pearls before swine. You know what I mean?
Is. If they say no to this,
if they say no to this, it's like, okay, well,
they're fools.
That's your loss. That's on you. But what we could do is we just make it a bunch of TikToks, and I'm very excited about that because I love TikTok and I think it could really go far. Shoot for the stars, people.
Did you know that as of today, speaking of TikTok, part of the big news today was that watch time in the US for TikTok surpassed that of YouTube.
Really?
I think I want to say it was like daily watch time hours or retention or whatever. Yeah, that was the big report today.
That's huge.
Uh-huh. Sure is.
I mean, you and I both know I do love TikTok.
To a scary degree, yes.
I honestly think that like the same way that you could evaluate and judge friendships based off of Backstreet Boys or NSYNC,
oh my
right?
God.
I think that you could judge friendships off of, are you a TikTok person? Are you a Reels person? Because if you're a Reels person, you got to get with the What?
Who's a Reels person?
I know so many Reels people.
Do you really?
Yeah. It's like the worst part about Reels people is they will send you Reels that were viral TikToks like 6 days ago.
Love it.
And it's like, bro,
where you been?
I already saw this.
Old news.
And you're trying to be nice about it. Like, oh, yeah, I saw that.
Right.
And it came up on my For You page on June 17th.
Ago, right. Yeah,
I need you to get with the program, okay? But there are Reels people out there. And I think that it could be a defining characteristic among friendships. Like, are we going to actually last here? Is our relationship as friends going to last?
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Jack, tell me, are you a TikTok person or a Reels person?
Well, neither. I'm more of a YouTube person that begrudgingly does TikTok.
Is YouTube Shorts thrown in the mix as well? Are you a YouTube Shorts, Reels, or TikTok person?
I'm Shorts and TikTok, but not by choice. More like necessity.
And then like Facebook has those stories too.
Oh, don't. It's so.
And I think Twitter has stories too.
Twitter did. I think they called them fleets, and I think they removed them.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P. fleets.
Never have I ever. See, we should play Never Have I Ever.
Fuck, that's a great idea.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea.
Klondike, write that down.
Never have I ever watched a fleet. Is it fleet?
I think a
singular.
fleet.
I have never watched a or multiple fleets.
Yes.
A fleet nor multiple fleets.
Put her in her lap. Put her in your lap. Sorry, Klondike is baking. Good girl. Oh my God.
Okay, Jack Film. Now that we've discovered that you are a Reels loser,
okay.
I would like to discuss some of the best innocuous things that drive people crazy.
Hold on. I think you just said innocuous, as in the... as in the Oculus. You idiot. These are not in virtual reality. These are in Oculus. You're impossible.
Okay, to be fair, I had 4 hours of sleep. I had a nightmare that...
Stop blaming everything on your 4 hours of sleep.
It wasn't even a nightmare. Ugh. It was like...
I cheated on you, but I had 4 hours of sleep.
No, I had a dream that a coworker was doing drugs at work, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, while I'm not going to come at you for doing drugs, like now I have to keep your secret, and I don't like that.
That's stressful. That's a stressful dream.
It's stressful
it's
because like I don't want to be a narc, but like, bro, don't do drugs in front of me at work. Anyway, so I woke up like way early after like 4 hours of sleep. Wasn't able to get back to bed because bodies do be like that though. And and here we are, innocuous, right?
That's your most innocuous. No, your most innocuous, irrational.
Innocuous. What the fuck?
Yeah. I hope you're ashamed. I hope you feel shame. I hope you feel embarrassment.
Guys, okay. I say some of the dumbest things ever, but I swear I'm actually not that dumb, but like you'd never know it. You would never know it.
You're pretty dumb. No, I'm making fun of you because you normally would never say. I'm the guy that mispronounces shit I'm making fun of you because like this is my time to shine. I caught my brilliant wife saying innocuous, so I'm absolutely going to rip into you while I can.
Innocuous.
Because I know 5 minutes from now, I'm going to mispronounce or like forget where something is or whatever. So let me have this moment.
Okay.
But anywho, last time, listeners, we did ask you for the things in your life that irrationally make you super mad, even though they're innocuous and inconsequential in nature. They're the kinds of things that other people would go, really? That sets you off? It's the shit that doesn't make sense. And you guys delivered. We have a whole big list of things that sets off some of you guys to maddening degrees.
So I picked some of my favorite ones, and there was really no rhyme or reason. Well, no, there was reason. There may not have been rhyme, but there was reason.
Thank you.
As to why I selected these as my favorites. And I would say that it was either the intensity in which the person describing the item on the voicemail sounded, because I gotta tell you guys, I've come up with a way that I may be able to get around the red tape of like needing waivers and stuff like that. But
yeah, we're gonna play with that.
Stay tuned for that.
We might try something.
Because you guys have got to hear these voicemails. They're so funny. I spent my entire
oh my God
Sunday listening. I'm not kidding. I'm sorry, not Sunday. It was Labor Day. It was Monday. It was a Monday, but it felt like a Sunday because I didn't have to work.
Yeah.
But I spent more than 12 hours listening to voicemails and texting people back the entire day. It was so much fun. It didn't feel like work at all. I'm not even kidding. Hours went by and I was like, how is it 8 p.m. already?
Right,
What just happened? Anyway, so I liked the ones that were like the most random and the ones that made people the most angry.
Absolutely.
Combined with random. So, in no particular order,
Right.
I'd like to start off with something that is near and dear to my heart, which is we had a caller from the Netherlands, no less.
How about that?
Who hates the sound of kissing. I do relate to this.
Yeah, you do.
Because even in the act of kissing, even the act of kissing, when you hear kissing, it's gross. I don't know how to describe it, except it's like a suction almost. I don't know. It's gross though. And it makes me like, bleh. The person on the line, they were so funny. They were like talking about their girlfriend and when she kisses them. And they had said like, bleh.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, oh my God, I get it.
The gag.
I totally get it. It was like puke noises. Oh my gosh. I totally understand that. It doesn't make me angry on a scale from like, for the 8 to 10 scale.
It's more of a gross out
but
thing.
I do understand it because I don't like that at all.
And it's not the act of kissing, just like the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
the smacking.
The sound
wet
during
smacking.
the act of kissing.
Sure.
That is just like not necessary. Not necessary at all.
That's why music's important. Guys, during your makeout sessions, just crank
but it's like inside of your brain.
Crank that
it's
music
like
up. Drown it out.
It's
Drain
like,
your brain out.
Jack, do you have any qualms with the sound of kissing that you can relate to?
Not nearly as much as you and our friend from the Netherlands. I can kind of see it being a mild annoyance purely from an auditory standpoint. Sure. The sound of it, yeah. Okay, but I think the two of you guys, why don't you go make out in a corner over there and you guys can commiserate together, because I think it's way on a deeper level than me.
Okay, there's so many to go through. All right.
Yeah.
Another one was somebody felt very strongly about when they are served water in a restaurant and the water is chilled and it also has ice in it and it's too cold to drink. Now, you see, I have never experienced...
It's hilarious.
I've never experienced being in a restaurant and being like, I can't drink this water.
It's too cold.
It's too cold.
Never.
I've never had that experience.
I love cold water. The colder, the better.
Yeah. However,
0 Kelvin.
the amount of anger
In this voicemail
that was felt and frustration by the level of coldness I was like, I believe you. I get it.
It was intense, you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they also had a rant about lemons.
Right.
I don't need the lemons.
So you take it out. You take the fucking lemon out. It's hilarious. Like, this is exactly what we asked for.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
The more like irrational, the better. I love it. Like, your water's too cold. That's hilarious.
Yes. We also had somebody call in and we exchanged some texts about something that is actually another thing that I can very much relate to. This person had shared with me that their spouse uses the word yummy unironically. And
that's enough?
That they have to hold themselves back and restrain themselves every time the word yummy is used unironically.
Yummy.
Because they don't want to snap at their spouse.
Oh my God.
Because it's not their fault and they don't know. But they also shared something, just like a really hilarious image of, they were like, when we were engaged, I would drive home from their parents' house and I would talk to myself in the car and just vent out loud to myself, to nobody in particular in the car, but just to myself about everybody using the word yummy.
That's incredible. What the hell?
I, of course, had to text back because I completely understood this, praying that
Yep.
she's not listening. But I did have a college roommate that unironically used the word num-nums. 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 And something about that would, like, literally, if I had a stress ball in my hand,
it would explode.
I literally would have exploded the stress ball. Num-nums.
That's awful. That is awful.
One time, I literally had to go into my room, put my head in the pillow, and scream at the top of my lungs.
I don't know
was
that story.
So frustrated by num-nums. Num-nums. I like...
So what you're saying is you can commiserate with this caller.
God, I completely get it. I would not have been in a car by myself talking about it. I would have been in a car, like, slamming my head against the steering wheel talking about it. That's the level that I was at.
Everyone fucking says yummy. Why does anyone past the age of 7 say yummy? Yummy.
It was amazing. I was given express permission, by the way, to share this because at first this person did not want to share the story because they were like, I don't know if my spouse knows about this. And I'm afraid that if they find out via the podcast, like, anyway, but apparently they had a heart to heart. They talked it out.
You love to hear that. That's great.
They talked it out.
Oh, good.
And here we are today.
So
I
we're
would
not
love
breaking
to
up
talk
any...
about the yummy story.
You can conscious free. You can go forward with your life, not thinking that you'll break up any relationships. That's great.
Okay, next up, there was one person that not only brought attention to a problem, but this is my personal favorite because I feel like this is something that would bother me if I don't know. I just feel like it would be something that would bother me on the same level.
Do tell.
So this person, they called in. They are currently in the housing market. In other words, they're currently searching for a home.
Right.
And they described, quote unquote, fake shutters being like an epidemic. All of the homes that they've been looking at have these, quote, fake shutters. And they were like, you can't use these fake shutters. They're like 10 inches wide. They just sit on the sides. They're bolted to the, like,
useless.
Front of the house.
Purely decorative.
Purely, like, what is the point of these fucking fake shutters?
And it drove them up a wall.
And
like, you could hear the aggression.
I'm thinking to myself, I grew up in a home with shutters. We have never once actually shut the shutters.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're fake. I don't know if they're real.
I think same for my parents' home. I think they
you
also
guys have shutters?
I think they have shutters I think they have shutters on the outside. I don't know if they're operational.
Okay, so I ended up texting them back. Like, thanks for calling in, whatever. Like, tell me more. I love this. Tell me more about these fake shutters. They sent a picture in and I was like, oh, I get it. They're very narrow.
Okay.
They're very narrow.
Would they be useless if closed? Like, would they even close all the way?
Oh, no, they wouldn't. I don't even think they'd lay flat to the window.
Oh, boy.
Like,
that's a useless shutter.
It is purely decorative.
I'm sure it looks very nice.
It provides zero protection if that's what shutters are actually used for.
That's my other question. Not that I want to dox this person, but, like, where are they based? Like, what territory? Like, are they in hurricane territory? Are they in tornado land?
I don't know.
or not, you know?
I didn't ask.
And that's something that's taken consideration.
I could look up what their area code is, but I'm not going to, do that.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I love this. This is so random. And it's so personal to what you are experiencing right now.
And virtually no one else feels the same.
And nobody cares. And like,
you're
this
one of a
is
kind.
Exactly what I was looking for.
Yes.
And I feel like this is something that
This was a good question.
this is something that I would also like, something akin to it. Like, nobody cares. Why does that bother you? I haven't come up with what that example is, but I know it exists.
Right.
So fake shutters was like the number one in my heart. I will say, a close second, however, I was never able to like close the loop here, was somebody called in expressing that they had a list of 27 fonts that they hate and why they are horrible. I texted this person. I was like, I need to know more. Tell me.
Yeah, of course.
They had shared the list with me. However, the link did not work.
No.
So I know, right? So I was unable to see.
All right, Comic Sans.
But I am, no, that's basic shit.
It is basic shit.
That's
I agree.
basic. If you have Comic Sans on your font hate list, try
Trajan?
harder. Try harder. What was that?
It's either Trojan or Trajan. There's one that I'm sure it's Papyrus.
I don't know if I know it.
Yeah, it looks like the Avatar font, what they used for the movie Avatar and all the posters like 10 years ago.
I don't know that either.
Yeah, that's probably up there. I'd be shocked if that did not make the font list of this person.
Well, we'll never know.
We'll never know. Well, maybe they'll call back or text back or something, because I'm very curious. As someone who has to deal with when I'm editing shit and I have to deal with like, what font would really work best for this joke? Like sometimes it's on that level. It's like, what's the funniest font for this little throwaway joke here for a second? And I spend far too much time going through the hundreds of typefaces on, whatever software I'm using at the time. So I'm really curious. What fonts are the worst fonts?
We had a caller, Duncan, who was originally from Illinois, but Duncan now lives in Utah, who called in to talk about his hatred of license plates that begin with the letter C.
What?
I don't know.
Erin, what does that mean?
Apparently, like, Duncan claims that like 50% of license plates where maybe in
Duncan
Illinois
resides?
or something start with the letter C, but for some reason that
yeah, you're gonna have a bad time if that's half the license plates you see, bud.
I literally texted Duncan and I said, so do you just drive around like annoyed all the time? Like, I don't.
They must. They absolutely must.
Apparently Duncan did claim, and I hope I'm not breaking any confidentiality. Duncan claimed that they had actually flipped people off for having a license plate.
Incredible.
With the letters that starts with C. I don't know.
Okay, Duncan, you're a very
like,
brave soul.
Imagine
that's kind of a baller move.
Imagine then they then get into this road rage, like Fast and the Furious, like
yes. Because your license plate has a C at the start.
There's like this like horrific like accident, crash, whatever, and like the cops, like you pan out, it's the cops. They're like questioning Duncan. Duncan's like, I don't know. His license plate began with a C, and it made me.
Officers, stop
really
me if you've heard
angry.
this before. Motherfucker had a C in the license plate. Need I say more?
No, it started with the letter C.
Even worse.
Oh my
So you get it,
gosh.
officer. So you get it.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, that's a beautiful, irrational thing. No sense. Makes absolutely no sense. But that's precisely what we were looking for.
Yes. Somebody also hates it when in a TV show,
Yeah.
the plot of the TV show episode is like one character misunderstands another character, and without clarifying with the other character, they create an entire plot based around the misunderstanding between the two characters. So one person thinks this, the other person thinks this, and it creates this like
comic miscommunication.
And they were like, we could have just avoided the entire filler episode if we had just had a conversation.
It
like
is a filler
adults.
episode. Yeah. So like at the top of the episode, someone says to another character, she really likes you, or she told me to say that she likes you. really? And of course, party A thinks that they're talking about X, Y, or
Right.
Z instead
Right.
of A, B, or C or whatever.
Right.
And the whole episode is this comic miscommunication, like throughout the episode, they're talking to each other, thinking that one person knows something the other doesn't, etc. Yeah, it is a trope. Going back on tropes now.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Big old trope, baby. Kind of like, it's kind of like seeing text messages in TV shows when it's like a super lazy storytelling device. Uh-oh.
Wait,
Three
did
dots?
you notice? Wait, did you notice that there was no broop? Because
Yeah.
nobody's texting you back, bro.
Is that what that means?
Nobody's texting you back.
I'm always the giver and never the givee.
I wouldn't even say you give. You just like, ugh.
Fuck you. I text all the time.
You just like put.
I put.
You put.
That's a disgusting way to put. I put. See, that's your problem. You put.
Give sounds like a gift.
See, there's
Put means like place.
your comic misunderstanding in a
Here's
TV
the
show.
text. Blech.
Charlie, you know what your problem is? You just put. And then like for the next 23 minutes, he thinks that putting is one thing when it's really the other.
Okay. Somebody also went on a rant about boxed water and their hatred for how the campaign for boxed water is better. And they were very angry, and they said that they were going to use the billions from their, it was some kind of campaign, I don't know, they were going to somehow make billions of dollars and use it to take down evil billionaires, basically. They were, yeah, but boxed water is bad, according to this person.
Honestly, out of all of the arguments and scenarios that you've brought up in your listicle here, this is the one that I think I can relate to the hardest and the most. I see no advantage to drinking boxed water.
Except for all the plastic that's creating.
I don't want to drink water out of a fucking box, like a milk carton.
So what would you want to drink it out of thin air? What do you want to drink it out
I
of?
want to drink it out of a plastic bottle.
So you want to ruin the earth?
Does that make me a bad person? I'm sorry if I don't want to drink it out of the same carton as I drank chocolate milk from when I was like, 10
If
at
nothing
school.
else, I will say, I guess I am proud of the boxed water company for creating boxed water because corporate responsibility is at an all-time low.
You know what, honey? That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm never going to drink water out of a fucking cardboard box. Sorry if
Wait,
that makes me a bad human.
We literally used to drink beverages out of cardboard all the time with
And
chocolate milk,
yeah,
lemonade,
literally what I
iced
said,
tea.
and then we grew
I know,
up.
but no. Why would we not go back to that? That was fine. That was fine.
Because chocolate milk was a treasure. Water's not a treasure. Hey, you admit yourself, water's boring. It's boring to drink.
Yeah, I don't drink it out of plastic. I don't drink it out of
You
glass.
just don't drink it?
I don't drink it out of anything.
You're a green eggs and ham guy. Like, I
Yeah.
won't eat it in a truck. I won't drink,
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I've never felt more understood by you than this very moment.
Yeah.
You finally understand why and how I don't drink water.
You are Sam I Am? Is Sam the one that doesn't eat the green
Yeah.
eggs and ham?
Hi, my name is Sam. I am a Sam. I am Sam. Hi.
Yeah, you're Sam. All right.
Ham, Sam. Ham, Sam.
Yeah, you're Sam. That's the takeaway. And the other takeaway is things just irrationally bother people and we'll never relate to them. And these people are islands.
Okay, there are so many more that I loved.
Yeah,
I just don't I wish we could continue this conversation
same.
every single week because
Maybe we can. Maybe every episode or for the next couple of episodes, maybe we can sneak in a few more ones that you couldn't say tonight. Because this is a funny topic of conversation.
I love this.
I think this is fascinating. Which ones can you relate to? Which ones you can't? I love this discussion. But this does kind of lead into our next question that we want to pose you listeners for our hotline next time.
I would love to hear about what you guys want to hear from us.
What discussions should we have? What bits or segments should we do that we haven't thought of yet? What do you want to hear us talk about? Or what should we quiz each other on? As we've done many quizzes to and for each other in the past, what are topics of conversation that you want to hear us touch upon? What bits are we just neglecting to do that you're screaming at us?
I had heard from a handful of people that were like, you guys should do this, you guys should do that. I would love to hear more about what you guys want us to do. But in addition to that, because I'm actually more interested in what bothers you guys that is so innocuous
Thank you.
that Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But like still bothers you.
I mean, we'll never get enough of that.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
I love this. I loved it.
I do too. I got the bug.
Yes.
I got the virus. I want more of this.
I am so obsessed with this.
What other license plates that begin with C really bother you guys? It makes no sense. But, we all have that.
Anybody who lives in Illinois, can you please confirm or deny? Or Utah,
Ooh.
do the license plates all start with C?
Right.
I don't, help me. I don't know.
I would love to hear that. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're the one other person in this country go like, you know what? Yeah, it really salts my apples when I see a C and a fucking license plate to start. You know what? I don't like it. Inner peace is great and all, but you know what's better? Making it to level 1000 in Best Fiends. That's what true satisfaction feels like. Currently, I'm at level 69, and I kind of love how you can play all the puzzles offline. Because once you download Best Fiends, you can play anywhere, even without an internet connection, which is great whenever you're stuck somewhere without Wi-Fi. Collect tons of fiends that get powered up as you play more levels. Every win brings new challenges, thousands of puzzles to play. And on top of that, new in-game events are added all the time. In other words, you're not gonna run out of stuff to do with Best Fiends. So go ahead and let enough is never enough be your new mantra. Download Best Fiends for free from the App Store or Google Play. Plus, earn even more with $5 worth of in-game rewards when you reach level 5. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Honey, I'm sorry. Do you hear this? Do you hear this right now?
It's very faint, but
it's there. It's unmistakable.
It's there. I think I do hear it.
It's time for horoscope.
Oh, no, I didn't know. That wasn't what I was thinking.
Oh, what were you thinking?
Oh, I thought we were still complaining about boxed water.
Got it.
I thought what we were listening.
That's my soapbox.
Yeah.
I'll complain about boxed water.
But if you say it's horoscope time,
I do.
If the man is telling me what to do, then the lady doth do as
Amen.
the man says.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Jack, what season is it?
Virgo season, right?
Yes, of course.
I literally can't remember. Okay. Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome back to another episode of your season. I've been working really hard on something, and I wanted to get your input. You see, I've been thinking a lot about how maybe I've been a bit too harsh on you guys, and I wanted to find the silver lining of the fact that Virgo season seems to be like an eternity long to make it a little bit more tolerable for all of us. So I compiled a top 10 list of my favorite Virgos. Ooh. And I wanted to get your input and feedback. Okay, starting with the least best at number 10, Louis C.K. Man, his stand-up is hilarious. Oh, God. Number 9, Lea Michele, because she was so great in Glee and seemed to be like so friendly and nice and welcoming to everyone.
Yeah, right?
Number 8, Ludacris, because I love the Fast and the Furious movies. Who doesn't?
I love them.
Number 7, Colonel Sanders. That man made some finger-licking good chicken, and God bless his soul.
May he rest.
R.I.P. Number 6, Bill Murray. I still haven't forgiven him for all the shit he's done to me, which is why he's not number 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Number 5, Dr. Phil. There's not enough gratitude in the universe for all the memes he's gifted to us.
Fair.
Number 4, Charlie Sheen. Can I get a winning in the chat? This is not in the horoscope. I just want to say I'm really proud of you for referencing, can I get a blank in the chat? I'm like really proud of you, honey. I didn't know you were such a gamer. Okay, back in the horoscope. Number 3, Jesus. Army Hammer. Fuck.
By the way,
Yeah.
Stephen King is also a Virgo,
Oh,
apparently.
okay.
But I was like,
Didn't make the
I won't
list.
cancel him today.
Okay.
So,
Good to know. Thank you, honey. Number 3, Army Hammer. Double the trouble in the social network. Am I right? Meow. Number 2, Michelle Duggar. We could all really learn a thing or two from her. And number 1, Ron DeSantis, because Disney World is the best, and it's in Florida, and he's the governor of Florida, so he must be the best. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, good horoscope, Virgo gods. Good horoscope. Oh my God.
Those Virgo gods, they are, they're trying to be more optimistic. And I guess I can appreciate that because they're trying to make the best of Virgo season because it's like,
Yeah.
it's a dismal season. So like, hey, how do we make the best out of the worst, like not the worst, but like out of a shitty situation?
Right.
We named our top 10 Virgos.
And those are the top 10 Virgos.
They're just awesome. Awesome. Libra. Ooh, fortunate listener. This truly is a yummy, yum horoscope for you today. Ah, yes, a delectable delicacy that dances on your taste buds and delights the senses. Oh, dear listener, I hope you're rubbing your belly and smacking your lips as I am now. Yummy, yum, yum. This horoscope pairs nicely with a 2009 Cabernet and a wheel of brie. Oh my, dear listener, have you any room for dessert? You spelled dessert wrong.
Oh, I did? Fuck.
Yummy, yum, yum. But you spelled that right. Priorities. Here comes the airplane. Open wide. Your horoscope is to drunk text your mom.
Cool.
Very cool.
Cool horoscope. Thanks. Thank you, gods. Oh, fortune. Okay. I can't believe the gods made me spell dessert wrong. That sucks. Because you want more S's.
That's some innocuous shit right there.
There you go.
Come
See,
on.
I told you, that's why I can make fun of your ass for saying innocuous. Because I know that 3 minutes later, I, Mr. Your Grammar Sucks, will misspell dessert. It's only fair. Scorpio. Another week, another adventure for you, Scorpio. Fate works in mysterious ways, my friend. Mysterious ways. And this week, you're going to lose your phone. But do not fret. Thank God for Apple iPhone's feature, Find My iPhone. Otherwise, you'd be SOL. You see that your phone has made its way into a park near your work. OMG, did someone steal your phone and then take it to this park? Ugh, okay, that's pretty sketch, but we have to go get it. So get your ass in the car to get that phone back. As you are approaching the park, you see that the location of the phone has shifted and made its way out of the park and onto the street that you're currently driving on. OMG, the thief is on the move, and so too is your phone. According to the GPS, you are getting closer and closer to the thief and the recovery of your beloved phone. You see an older gentleman and his grandson leaving the park and approaching your car. The small boy looks to be holding a phone. OMG, that must be your phone. But that kid's like only 6 years old? Who's teaching 6-year-olds to steal people's phones? That man has a lot of explaining to do as to why he's teaching such a young child to be a career criminal. You stop your car and roll down your window to shout at the two. Hey, is that an iPhone? The two look at you strangely. They must know you're onto them. Don't let them get away with it. Hey, you say again. Where'd you get that phone? They wave you off, and you are in shock at how easily they dismissed you. Quickly, you park your car and follow them into the Starbucks they just entered into. I'll show them, you say to yourself, and you press the play noise option on the Find My iPhone app. If this works, then this will immediately give away that they have stolen your phone. You press the button. Silence. You press it again. Still just the sounds of a bustling Starbucks.
What?
Disappointed, you return to your car. As you open the car door, you hear a tone. What is that? It's coming from the back seat? You look into the back seat. It is your iPhone. It was there the whole time. Nobody stole your phone. The iPhone 6 has just shitty GPS. You are an asshole. Drive away in shame, Scorpio. Drive away in shame. End of horoscope. So, this is really funny. The gods have a sense of humor because that is verbatim exactly what happened to a friend of mine. What, 2-3 years ago?
It was about 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago? Yeah. Okay.
It was,
you think?
Yeah, it was.
This friend of mine? Yeah.
It was late 2019, early 2020.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Man, I would hate to be that. I forget which friend of mine it was, but I would hate to be that friend.
I don't know, but I have a feeling that they thought a lot about what made them assume that a 6-year-old stole their phone
to play games on it
after that happened. I have a feeling that they they thought a lot about that.
Have you moved on? Because I hope you haven't moved on from that. I just find it really funny that you genuinely thought your phone was stolen.
Listen.
And you went on this wild goose chase, and it was never stolen to begin with.
Hey, the Find My iPhone.
This is a real story, by the way,
told
listeners.
Me where.
This actually happened to you.
Well, the Find My iPhone told me where it was. I don't know. I think it was because I had parked in like the bottom level of the parking garage that maybe the GPS got all screwy.
I mean, the iPhone 6 has shitty GPS.
The iPhone 6 has
allegedly.
Shitty GPS.
Wow. You really think Steve Jobs would have cleaned that up? That's really...
He was already dead, Jack. Way to be sensitive.
If he were still alive, he wouldn't have let that happen.
Sagittarius. I'm having trouble channeling the gods for this horoscope. I need your help, listeners. Please email me your credit card info at don'tvaxmebiden@aol.com. And that's 2 X's in vax.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Thank you. Cool horoscope, babe. Very cool.
Do I have to, does it cost money to email Don't Vax Me Biden?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
There's a paywall for the email. All right. Capricorn. Last week was a weird one, Capricorn. I would say do better, but I'm not sure I hold out much hope that you can do that. Eek. Too much? Should I start lying to you then? Okay. If lies is what you want, then you're going to succeed in everything you do in life, and you're definitely going to be super happy forever and ever. Amen. How's that? Maybe when you're ready for the truth, and when you want to stop acting like a damn Virgo, you come back then. Capiche? Jesus, why are they? I feel like the gods are just...
No, quarantine changes people. You know what I mean?
I feel like the gods are just recurringly mean to Capricorns for no reason. I don't get it.
I mean, the gods have a reason. We just don't know it. Like, they
I'd like to
are
know.
all knowing, all everything. We don't know it, but they know it. And we just have to trust the gods.
I'd like to know zodiac gods.
Aquarius. There are no words to describe this horoscope, dear listener. The English language, as vast as it is, has its limitations. Something will happen to you today that is so indescribable, so hard to explain, so yummy, yum, that you will be forced to have seconds and even thirds of this celestial feast that we call life. So dig in, feast upon the delights of the zodiac gods, and revel in their majesty. I'll have what she's having.
Very cool, gods. Thank you. I love that for them. Pisces. There are no words to describe this horoscope, dear listener. The English language, as vast as it is, has its limitations. Wait, what the fuck? Didn't we just read this? Oh, damn it! It's my stupid face blindness getting in the way again. Damn it. Pisces, I'm sorry, man. When I was talking to the gods earlier, I must have talked to Aquarius when I should have talked to Pisces. Shit, man, I'm sorry. I can't tell anyone apart these days. They just all look the same, you know? Crap. Okay, let me make it up to you. Let me think. Oh. Okay, here's some really good advice I got the other day. and it's really stuck with me. I've been thinking about this advice a lot, and I didn't plan on just sharing it with anyone because it was so special to me, you know? But I screwed up, Pisces, and that's on me, and I want to make it up to you. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need to sacrifice a little something, something. Okay, the piece of advice I'd like to bestow is get yourself to the year 1980 and invest heavily in Apple stock. Now, don't go telling too many people. I don't want them to find out our secret. Thanks for forgiving me. Way to come through in the end, Zodiac gods, with that generosity, that celestial generosity.
It's about the balance. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You have to, they screwed up because the face blindness being
it's real.
Your condition that
I
we
couldn't
forgive
help it.
you for in advance.
Thanks.
But if you're going to screw up, then you have to also give a little and you take a little.
You give. Right. That was good. Not bad.
Aries. This one's good. Okay. So like you're gonna
spit it out.
I'm sensing a Peter. Peter? Is there anyone you know named Peter? No? Is there a Maria? I'm getting a Maria. Is there a Maria in the room? Does Maria mean anything to anyone? No? Shit. Okay. Fuck. David. I'm sensing a Daniel, Tammy. I'm getting a Tammy. No one? Tammy? No one. Tammy. Is there a I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Oh, you sold that one. Gods, thank you. That was special.
Unfortunately,
I love crossing over.
There is a David, a Daniel, a Tammy, and a Peter that are all on the other side trying to contact their loved ones.
It's tragic, is what it is.
And I feel bad. I hope that they find comfort with each other tonight while nobody came to their side in the physical world. I hope the spirit world is giving them comfort.
As am I. Taurus. The time is now, Taurus. So get up off your ass and let's take action. These last few weeks have hit you hard, Taurus. First it was the catfishing, then being stood up after driving 3 hours each way, then being catfished again, then wasting hours of time talking to a bot whose Tinder pic was literally a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, really, Taurus? You couldn't tell that it was a bot? Is this rock bottom? To be honest, it's been kind of dark watching you make such shitty decisions. Well, time's up, Taurus. I was talking to a god that knew a god, that went to school with a god whose cousin was a god, whose trainer knew a god, and I have a sneaking suspicion that that toxic loser, Cancer, is behind all of this, and we're going to make them pay. This week, we prepare. Next week, we go to war. Go and stock up on a shit ton of glitter, Taurus, because it's on like Donkey Kong.
Oh, shit.
Wow, methinks a war is brewing between zodiac signs.
Oh, shit.
Listeners, I'd heed that warning. As much as I dislike violence, you have to heed the gods.
Do we need to call on Zeus and stuff?
We may, and all the others. Yes.
All the others and then some, and the
Iraq, and such as.
And the. By the way, we got our first caller from South Africa.
How about that?
I know, and the South Africa and
such as.
Some
That's pretty
countries
cool.
don't have maps. Gemini. Oh no! Ah! You're gonna get honked at next time you drive. You'll be trying to turn left into some weird alleyway, and you have to be completely stopped in the left lane of a busy road, and some jerkhole behind you will start honking like that'll fix it. What a dumb ballsack. So then you get out of your car, you open your trunk, pull out the tire iron in the back, go to the honking ballsack, wave around your tire iron like a gorilla, and yell, "Uh-oh, Stinky." This will either scare him off or, if you're lucky, cause him to pull out his tire iron and scream, "Uh-oh, Stinky." Now it's time to duel. Be sure to press B and A to trigger a combo for massive damage. Yo, the edible just kicked in.
Yo, that's a dope horoscope. I like that outcome. All right, get your tire irons out.
I am
It's gonna be
actually
heated.
the most surprised I am by that horoscope is that you know what a tire iron is.
Well, I had to Google it, of course.
Oh, okay. All right. That explains it.
Yeah. Cancer. Hi, cutie patootie Cancer. Once again, your future looks so bright. Like, literally, it's all I see is brightness. It's almost like too bright. Like, shiny and glittery, you know? It's hard to explain. I see things in images and pictures, and it's not always easy to describe. But it looks like a glitter party. So that must be good, because who doesn't love a party? I'm sure you're the belle of the ball at this party, Cancer. We're gonna have a blast. Bust out your inner Elwoods and show yourself a good time. I'll make the pink lemonade and party favors.
Jack, who is Elle Woods?
I'm hoping you can tell me.
Jack, who is Elle Woods?
I'm hoping you can tell me.
You don't know who Elle Woods is?
No, but if you don't tell me, I'm going to Google it.
I'm not going to tell you.
I'm going to Google Elle Woods.
You need to know who Elle Woods is by
This
name,
is
offhand.
the sound of me Googling Elle Woods. Oh my God, stop it. Shut the fuck up.
What?
Elle Woods is the protagonist of Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde. Fuck you.
Okay, to be fair, she is an icon.
No.
Yes, she is. Elle Woods for president, everybody.
Don't you dare vote for Elle Woods.
I'm voting for Elle Woods.
No.
I'm voting for Elle Woods.
Is this the last horoscope of the night?
It is.
Well, better make it count.
Leo. You'll find yourself in your old math class schoolroom, and the teacher will hand you a quiz. Oh no, you didn't study for any of this. And none of the questions make sense. And oh no, you're naked? And the teacher just called you up to the front of the class to solve an equation, but you have a huge you're gonna make me say this word.
Yep.
Boner. I don't want to say boner. Oh no. I can't believe I just said boner. Your teeth are all falling out. Oh no, why is your late grandmother there?
Oh, no.
She's just shaking her head disapprovingly. And why is Bill Murray here? This is horrible. Have you ever had a dream that you had your you could you'll do you once you could do so you'll do you could you want them to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, well said. Voice of the gods. What do I call you? Husk of the gods, or vessel of the gods?
We're vessels.
Oh, well vesseled vessel.
Well vesseled vessels.
And that concludes the 12th episode of Erin is the Funny One. And listeners, again, if you want to call in with subjects you think we should talk about or challenges we should give each other, please.
Dial Dad Hug Me 10.
That's it. Took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, sorry. But
No.
also, it's called girl-splaining. Get used to it.
Way ahead of you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I have got to say, I love hearing from all of you
Yes.
at Dad Hug Me 10. It is so much fun. Please keep calling in.
Yeah, tell us more things that upset you that shouldn't upset you or anyone else. We love that irrational shit.
And also tell us what you want us to do segments on.
Please.
I Love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to figure out a way so that I can have you guys hear the voicemails that I hear, because they are so funny.
And so much gets like lost in translation.
Yes, they're so enthusiastic.
We can only do so much justice in trying to like recreate your vocal inflections and energy. We can't do it. So we're working on the true way to hear yourselves.
But I can't wait to see you guys next week in the event that I don't, resignate in the meantime. Hopefully, actually, the end goal is that we get Jack Film to resignate.
No one would want that.
Maybe next week
I'm charming as hell.
I will have a new co-host. We will see.
Maybe Insulandy will take over.
Honestly?
Or Pizza Slut.
A girl can dream. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you next week. Be good, Godspeed, and Dad hug me 10.
Till next time, haters.